Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video, and today we will be doing a review of the new Gucci Beauty multi-use concealer. But before we get started, if it is your first time watching, please hit the subscribe button, and if you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to hit the like button. This concealer retails for $47. It's available in 40 shades. This is a concealer that conceals imperfections and brightens the complexion with lasting medium to full coverage. The finish of this is natural and the coverage is full. This also has black rose oil and hyaluronic acid, and this is supposed to be crease proof, which I'm really hoping that it is. I went with the shade 41C, but now that I got it here, this definitely looks like a shade that might be a tad bit too bright, or it might be a shade that's going to give me a bright under eye. Looking at the shades online or Sephora, I feel like they did a really good job with the shades. Like, I see a very deep shade, and usually most luxury brands don't do that, give us like a really deep shade. So I feel like they did a pretty decent job. So anyway, I already have foundation on, and the foundation I'm wearing today is actually, I'm wearing two different ones. I have both Gucci foundations on. I have them mixed together. So I'm gonna just go in and apply it to one eye, blend it out, and then I'll see how it look, and then we'll go from there. Y'all, looking at this concealer before I blend it out is the wrong shade. It's definitely a tad bit too light. It just looks very beige. I don't like it. Alright y'all, so this is what it looks like blended out. It definitely brightens the under eye. It doesn't look too bad, but depending on how this concealer performs today, if I like it, I'm definitely getting a different shade. Also, this is very easy to blend out. It is very creamy. I would describe the coverage on this as medium. I'm not getting full coverage with this. I feel like you have to put a lot of this on to get full coverage. But so far, so good. It doesn't look bad, so I'm gonna go in and apply the concealer to the other eye. And the powder that I'm using today is the Huda Beauty powder in the shade Blondie. So far, so good. The concealer has not creased on me. Y'all know if a concealer creases on me, that's pretty much a no-go for me. So far, so good. Hopefully, I'm able to go all day without creasing. I do love the finish of it. It looks nice and natural. I still feel like the coverage on this is medium. I feel like you would have to go in with a lot to get it to full coverage. Also, the texture of this is very nice and creamy. This is not a concealer that's going to be too drying, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm still not loving the shade. It doesn't look bad, but I want a better shade. Even though this one is doable, it definitely brightens under my eye. So if you use me as a shade reference and you want a shade that is definitely going to brighten, this might be a shade for you. But of course, I'm gonna do my normal wear test, and then I'll be back in a couple hours and we'll see how well did this concealer hold up, and I'll give y'all my final. I'm back after having this concealer on for exactly 8 hours. I have definitely started to crease, but I didn't start creasing until about the 6.5 hour mark. In my opinion, that is great. Most concealers do not work for me, and they start creasing on me right away within the first 45 minutes to an hour. So the simple fact that I was able to go 6.5 hours, this is great. This is a very comfortable, long wearing concealer that is going to hold up in very hot and humid temperatures. I was kind of on the fence. I didn't really think I was going to actually like it or it would actually work well on me, but to my surprise, it actually did. Also, I love the finish of this. This is going to give you a nice natural look that is perfect for everyday use if you want to put this concealer on. I think this is going to be a concealer that will work well for everybody. It is very comfortable. It is hydrating. If you're somebody who have dry under eyes, you don't have to worry about that because this isn't matte at all. It is hydrating. It's not super hydrating, but it's going to give you enough hydration where you don't have to worry about your eyes feeling dry or settling to every single fine line just because it is so dry. The texture on this is nice and creamy. This is a really good concealer. In my opinion, this is one of the better ones. that have recently came out within the last few months. Also, I don't like the design on it. That's very small. I hate these flowers. Like, I think this is so ugly. I forgot to mention earlier, I do feel like this is, I'm not sure how I feel about the price point. This retails for $47. When you think about like the Givenchy, YSL, Valentino, I think those concealers are about $32 to $37, and this is $47. So again, I mean, to me, I don't know, but it is Gucci. But also, when I think of Tom Ford, Clé de Peau, those are more like $60 to $80. So I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the price point. I do feel like they have a really decent shade range, especially when it comes to medium and deep complexions. Nobody should have a hard time finding a shade that will work for them, in my opinion. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would I rate this concealer? I'm actually going to give it a 10. I am impressed with it. I was able to go 6 hours. It actually held up, and today is very hot outside. I thought this was going to be like one of those bullshit concealers that have been coming out the last few months that just was not going to work, but it actually does work. It's easy to blend out. It has a nice creamy texture. A lot of people will like this concealer. Like, I feel like this is going to be a crowd pleasing concealer. But anyway, y'all, that is it for today's video. Y'all let me know in the comment section, have you tried this out already? What are your thoughts on it? Do you plan on picking it up? Let me know in the comment section. Most importantly, do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.